Right, hi there. In my little micro camper I have the Netgear router. Now I've tried various things to hold this up, velcro on the back and a number of other things. Don't seem to be working. So what I'm going to try and do today is make a little holder for it that I can fasten to the side of the van, but it can't get in the way of these two ports for the external antenna I have, and I need the centre one for charging for power, so I've got to be a little bit careful on how I make it. If it wasn't for that lot, it'd just be a box and slot it in, but cut a little bit of 9mm MDF. That's just to make the back out of at the moment. I'm just lining this up. I'm trying to cut it as tight as I can without it being too tight to the width of the router. Right, I'll just cut that on chop saw and then we'll see what we can make from there. Right, so cut this square for the back. I've just got this sat on there. I just cut another little piece that will glue on there, which is flush with that side. If we take this side, offer that up to there, line that up, let's go and cut that and we'll see what we've got. So we've got those cut. I'm going to use this 2-part glue to actually fasten these on. So what we do, we spray one side with the activator, and we use the super glue on the other side. There's a small line on there, and then we offer the two together, hold that in place for 10 seconds. That's all it gives you. Same on this side, activator on there. Stuck to the paper, never mind. Right, that's them two bits done. That hopefully fits back in. Yes, it does. Right. Now, what I'm thinking is 2 small strips across, just coming onto the front of it so you can still see everything, and then 1 small strip to come across here just for that to sit onto, so it can't slide out the bottom, and hopefully that should hold it all in place. So I'll measure those up and cut those, and I'll fetch you back when I've got them done. Right, so we've got that to sit in there quite nicely. So we've just made that sort of shape. Just had to take the corners off of these edges because the front of this lifts up a little bit, and I want to try and keep it tight. I don't want it bouncing about while I'm travelling. So all I've done, I've just got a chisel and just taken just this little edge off, and that fits in there quite nicely. So what I need to do now is get something on the bottom to stop it falling out, but I can't have anything too big because I don't want it interfering with all this here. So if we just bob it back in, line it up with the bottom, then we can take a measurement of what we can possibly use or what we can get away with. It's not going to be much. Try it this way round. Right, it's got us as marks, so I'll cut that and we'll glue that in place and see if it works. Right, so this is what we've come up with so far. Want some sanding and sorting out, but we've got the slot for the router to go into, and then we've got this little lip at the bottom which I'm hoping is going to be just enough to stop it falling straight through, which it does, and it's not going to jump about, which is good. So that will hold that in there. I can still get to the bottom to get a cable in to charge it. The cables for the external antenna still fit. All I've got to do now with that is, like I said, a bit of sanding, get a bit of paint on it. That'll hold that nicely in the van, nice and secure, and stop it falling off like it did with the Velcro. The Velcro failed miserably on the back of there. So I'll sand it all up, and then I'll show you what it's like when it's all done. Right, there we go. I've sanded all the little sharp edges off and just give it a quick rub down, and hopefully now that still fits in there quite nicely, settles in. It might just need a little bit of padding just in one of these edges just to stop it rattling a bit, but that should hold it quite nice and steady and tucked out of the way. I just need to remember to leave myself enough room to be able to slide it out. Right, here we have it glued into place now. All I've done, glued it straight to the board with the 2-part glue again, and then when I can get hold of it, as you can see, it just sits nicely in there. You can still see all the controls, so everything's visible. And I'm just going to connect these cables up and show you how it all sits in with the cables done and everything. It's a nice neat little job there. I think it should work perfectly. Right, I'll fetch you back in a second. Right, there we are. That's the 2 cables to my external external antenna and the power cable's in. Like I say, we can see all the readings and everything. Get to the power button. So all that needs now, I think, is just a lick of paint when I get round to it, and that should work well. Right, thanks for watching, everybody. If you like this and if it's been of use to you, just give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll catch you again in the next one. See you later.